How's this for Cape York living? Beautiful little beach, freshwater creek flowing out over here.
Bye, Mum. We're going fishing.
Bye, have fun.
I got a boat.
What boat? What boat is it?
My big boat.
Your big boat. Okay, let's go in a big boat. Go! Run, 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 fast as you can. At the boat ramp. Where's the pearl? It's down there. What are we doing?
Going in the boat.
What are we going to catch today?
And a big trout.
Big cold trout?
Nanny.
You want to catch a nanny? Righto, we're going to the reef. Let's go. Well, it's been a bloody red hot minute since we've had the pearl in the water, but this time we're going to punch wide, give you a few tips on how we go about fishing, rubble bottom, coral bottom, reef, whatever you want to call it. We haven't fished out here for almost, it's over 4 months now since we fished the front of Weeper, so the wet season's just about coming to an end. We're going to punch out, check out a few of our marks from last year. Hopefully they're still there. We have had a fair bit of swell out the front. All the wet season has come through, so some marks do tilt over time, but our bigger bombies, things like that, they're still going to be there. So we're punching far, we're punching wide. I only got my 2 little girls with me today. Cord's working, but coral trout, nannies, and Spanish mackerel are on the list today. And what? And nanny. We're just punching our way out to the reef, and I come across a big bait school. I started dragging a couple of a wog and a big halco around. There's a bit of bait holding down low right on the bottom. There's a couple of big bottom fish, so I've marked them. We might come back and drop on those, but there's some good fish holding up top. I just hooked up on the big halco, but he got off on the fight on the way in. I think they're Spanish mackerel, the way they're sitting in the water column. Got off, yeah, he got off. So we're gonna drag around, do another loop on that, and then come back on top and try and drop down on them, see what the bottom fish are. Might be a few finger mark or something like that down there. So this is what we're fishing. Back here's the main rubbly bottom, but out off it is where all this bait's hanging. You can see these couple of stripes up top. They're what I think are Spanish mackerel. Got good bait down the bottom, and then if I scroll back, you can see I've marked good bottom here where there's bottom fish holding. Good fish hanging up high on it, so they're likely pelagic fish, sort of about 6 meters off the bottom. And that's what we're fishing. We're just dragging the lures around. As you can see, I'm just doing a few circles around these marks that I've found. We're on! Go, Bob, mind him, he's a big one. You're right, he's a big one. Oh, mine got off. Right back. Yours got off. I think you've still got a fish on there, Bub.
What?
You've still got a mackerel on there. No wonder you were fighting it hard. That's what you got. You winded it in all by yourself. Whoa! Look at that. Xander wound that in all by herself, didn't even know she had it on. How's that? Look at him. He's as tall as you. Xander's first Spanish mackerel. You pulled it in all by yourself too.
That's the first fish.
First fish of the day. Nice little Spanish. He is 85 to the fork and 95 to the tip of the tail. These fellas are officially back in season now too, so as of, I don't know the exact date, but I know that I read that they're in season and their 750 is their legal limit, so he's going straight in the esky. So that Spanish mackerel just took a wog with a gar on it. So what a wog is, it's just a skirt or any type of flashy skirted object, and all I'm running is a set of gang hooks with a nose cone. So all I do with the wog then is I stitch my gar on. So with my rig, I'm not going to show you how I rigged it up today, but maybe another day. All I do, put a cut through his head, just straight down through it, so that this end of my wire on my nose cone goes up through his head like that, leaves a piece hanging out the top. I have got a rubber band on here too. I'll show you what that rubber band's for in a second, but nose cone goes over his nose, wrap it around the piece of wire, twist it on. So once it's twisted on, all I do is elastic band my hooks down his side. So once they sit there, that's it, that's what it'll look like. I just put them on, then you put your wog over the top. So I'll put these rubber bands down. Right, that's the finished product. So as you can see, I've just got 2 rubber bands holding the hooks down his side. The skirt goes up over his nose, and a big long wire trace. Get that in the water. It's a little bit sloppy out here. Girls are fast asleep. There's a few white caps. There's a little bit of a breeze there and maybe about 0.5, 0.8 swell, but that wind's going to drop out soon. The swell will start to sort of settle down a little bit. The residual swell's still going to be there, but it's not too bad. So we're still straight lining it for the reef. I'll give you a look at our rig setup for the reef, and then we'll do a few drops, hopefully stay away from the sharks. That's all we came for. Big red fish right on the ledge. Look at this. We're on the nanny mark. We're on the money. Oh, it's red. It's bloody red. Oh, yes! Yes! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, yes! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Look at that, Bobby! Oh, look at the size of him. Beautiful. First fish on the reef. Oh, look at his big mouth. That's a good fish, cracking fish actually. Let's get another one. Big nanny, Bobby, yeah. Oh yes, that's big, that's big, that's big. Oh, that shark, that shark. Shark number one.
Shark number 2.
All the leaders frayed, new leader. Water. Oh, a big sea snake just come up, Dolan. So this is the sounder. See all the fish sitting on the bottom. These are sharks hanging up off it. Oh no, that was a big nanny. No, right there. No. Oh, that was another good nanny. And I could actually see him. I could see the shark coming up from underneath him. You're going to see it on the sounder here in a second, I think. So that was me nanny sitting underneath. I got him up. I could see him under the boat. He got smashed. There's the shark. Shark's still sitting there, the bloody bugger. Here he is here, look Arizona, look at that big shark. Look at him, look how big he is. See him in the water just there? Said I was gonna move, but there's too many fish down there to move just yet. I'm gonna try winching them in, lock it up, no drag, and just pull. See if I can beat that shark up. If I can't, I'm gonna actually swap from bait to a jig or a vibe and drop that down and see if it changes anything. It's not the bait that's attracting the sharks in, it's the fish. As I hook the fish goes crazy, and that sparks a feeding frenzy for sharks, unfortunately. Right, I'm changing it up now. The sharks are just taking all my bait. Well, not the bait, they're hitting the fish after they take the bait, but I'm going to try a jig here anyways. There's still plenty of fish on the sounder. I'm going to drop down a jig. This isn't something that gets done a whole lot on the west coast, although I haven't really heard of anyone that actually jigs country out here. The water, you know, we're a long way offshore at the moment and we're only in 25 metres of water, so It's not something that's done often. I'm not sure how the fish will react. We're going to find out. We'll have a quick crack. Oh, there we go. Straight up. Well, the fish reacted really well to it.
Go!
Bugger, 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 bugger. Well, not very impressed with that. So this rod was spooled up by a renowned tackle shop, and they've obviously been spooling, run out of line, and joined it. I thought it was a shark at first and had big tail wax, but after a while I seem to think it might have been a cobia. It was sort of starting to come up, but it just had a heap of weight behind it and I couldn't really stop it, so I was fighting it off, but he spooled half my spool out and it snapped right at the join. So you can class that one down to piss poor effort from the rod and tackle shop. Not happy about that at all. When you spend almost $1,000 and that's what you get, that really pisses me off. Bugger, bugger, bugger. You want to know what makes it even worse? There's 2 joins in it. Throw a comment below if I'm out of line here. Is it normal for a rod and tackle shop to join your line in? So I thought it was only two lots, but the more that I pull off this reel, there's actually 3 joins in 1 reel of line. So this has been spooled by a professional rod and tackle shop, and that's what I get. You pay for the braid, I would expect it to be a fresh spool, but I could be wrong and it could be the normal, but that shits me. That really, really shits me, because I would never ever have paid for it to be spooled. I would have just spooled it myself, especially with 3 joins in the rod. Righto, since those fish reacted instantly to the jig, I'm going to drop it back down and have another go. Bugger. Fish turned to shark in 3 seconds, so bugger. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that. On the nose. Wow. Righto, well, the sharks are giving us a bloody hard time out wide, so we've punched in a little bit closer. The water clarity has got a lot worse. You can see by the colour behind me, it's still blue, but it's sort of a milky aqua colour. Got a good bluey.
Glassy.
I don't know, finger mark.
Oh, I thought it had a glassy then.
Little finger mark. Not bad. Nice little finger mark. There's actually a big school sitting down there, so that might be what they are. We'll get a few more baits down, see if we can't get a couple more. This is the sounder at the moment. Look at the school of fish holding down there. Look at that. are getting a little bit bigger. Let them go, let them grow.
Go, Dad.
Flush. Holy, look at the size of that shark, Xander.
What, really?
That shark was massive. Hopefully you've seen that on the GoPro. That thing was huge.
Still defects, and you're expecting to get away in the next 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
Yeah, that's all correct. Thank you very much.
1, 5, 2, 3, 5, 2. 1.
Another baby nanny.
A few more fish here. Come up a couple of times. Go, Dad. Go, Daddy. Go, Daddy. Eat this one. Banana, and you have one more. Eat that one. No, that part.
Look at the cobia, bub. Look at these cobia right here. Look. Cobia chasing. Look at the cobia. Look at the cobia chasing this golden trevally. Right at that boat.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Every time it's just 3, 2, 1. A little nanny again.
Must be a big school of nannygai down there. Just all juvenile fellas. Look at the cobia under the boat, right there. See the big cobia? Do you see that?
Oh, yeah. 2,
Already on, look.
3. Look, can I rock?
Oh, big fish, big cobia again.
Wait, is it really?
Yep,
How do you know?
because I know.
Oh, get wet in the face.
Here it comes up. What is it? What is it?
Baby cobia.
Big cobia, bub.
Another
Look at the see the one behind him? They cobia travel in pairs. See the one just there? See him under the water?
Yeah.
Do you see his silhouette in the water? That's another one. Cobia always travel in pairs. That's cobia number 2. A little bit smaller, this fella, but they're still beautiful eating. That fella's going to come home as well. What do we got? There it is. What is it, bub?
Big shark.
What's beside him, bud?
Look at it. What a big.
Oh, look at the size of him out there.
Oh, that was massive.
How's this for Cape York living? Beautiful little beach, freshwater creek flowing out over here. Well, that is Cape York living in a nutshell. Punched wide to the reef this morning, big nanny. Xander got a Spanish mackerel, cobia. Quick swim down at Pira. Absolutely beautiful. It's just starting to glass out. The weather is going to turn. You can see there's a couple of storms starting to build up. So we're going to start punching back north again now. We might have a quick drop at a few points on our way back up the coast, but that's it. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy watching the videos. We've got merch online. Got the grommets. Got the teenagers. Adults right through to triple XL, guys. Tees are in stock as well. So jump online. We'll see you on the next one. How epic is that?
Yeah.
Such beautiful creatures. Oh, there's another whole pod over there.